Mega Man 2 is considered to be the best game in the classic series, although that's debatable these days. Still, it's a great game that improves the mechanics set up in the first game, has a great variety of weapons, and an awesome soundtrack. I'm saying all this because today, we are entering the third arc of the Archie Mega Man series and the adaptation of Mega Man 2, which is called The Return of Dr. Wily. It may seem like an odd title, but remember, last time Wily did escape to his new base, where he constructed 8 new robot masters for his counterattack. Personally, I think the title would have had a bigger impact if they waited an issue or two before Wily started the events of Mega Man 2. Anyway, let's get started with the adaptation's first part. We start with the Light family celebrating the end of Mega Man. Wait a minute, the end of Mega Man? Wasn't it implied last issue that Mega Man may be needed again, and that Light would build items for our blue hero, and to have Otto help out? Otto himself is disappointed that Rock is hanging up his helmet. Dr. Light agrees with Rock. Light created him as a son and helper robot, remember, and he's keeping his best interests at heart. Plus, while Wily escaped, he believes he doesn't have the resources to build more robots without stealing from Light Labs. Light's proven wrong as one of the new Wily bots, Quickman, arrives to deliver a message. Roughing up Light's family is only part of it. He tells them Dr. Wily's back in town, and he has 8 robot masters, Quickman included, poised to attack the city in 6 hours, unless Mega Man can stop them. And if they involve the authorities, they will attack much sooner. Before leaving, Quickman says Mega Man has 1 hour to find him in Titanium Park, or else. Well, it seems our blue bomber is needed once again. Light warns Mega Man about how Wily is calling him out using robots meant to fight him. This smells like a trap, and indeed it is, but Mega Man's going ahead because he has to help the people. With Dr. Light serving as mission control once again, Mega Man teleports to Titanium Park. Quickman observes him and wants to end this now. However, Wily orders him to pull back. Mega Man is to fight Woodman here. After blasting through some batons, Rock encounters Woodman, surrounded by stage enemies, Cuckoo, Robot, and Friender. Like before, Mega Man tries reasoning with Woodman, saying he doesn't have to serve Wily. He can be given new purpose. Woodman reminds him that unlike the previous 8 robot masters, who were originally worker robots, he and his brothers are weapons against Mega Man. To prove the situation is serious, Woodman shoos away the stage enemies before the fight. Woodman's leaf shield not only slices into Mega Man's armor, it lives up to the second half of its name. Based on Mega Man's memory data, Dr. Light notes Wily used Japanese cypress in Woodman's construction, and the only way to stop Woodman is a charge stop at point blank range. Mega Man still wants to save him, but Dr. Light points out this is a kill or be killed situation. Begrudgingly, Mega Man takes the shot, blasting off Woodman's head. Wow, that's a bit dark, isn't it? Mega Man copies Leaf Shield from the remains and... Are you okay, Rock? I know you're upset, but you did what you had to do. And what's up with your eyes briefly turning red? He decides to follow a waterway which heads straight towards the hydroelectric plant, a prime target for Wily. Said pathway looks awfully familiar if you're a game fan. The layout, the enemy placement, and the obstacles all points to this being Bubble Man's domain. Bubble Man himself doesn't appreciate Mega Man easily destroying robots he worked so hard to turn into weapons. His day gets worse as Mega Man hears the end of the thread of sending him to Davy Jones' locker, and calls him Davy Jones Man. To cap off this day, the Leaf Shield not only pops his sulfuric acid bubble, aka Bubble Lead, it shreds him until there's nothing left but goggles and a tank. To throw Bubble Man a post-mortem bone, the now acidic water is corroding Mega Man's armor. Mega Man copies Bubble Lead, and once again his eyes briefly turn red. According to Light's readings, it was a virus alert. Uh-oh. Mega Man could return to the lab for a quick checkup, but he's on a time limit and he has no idea where to go next. Speaking of quick, the issue ends with the speedy Robot Master roughing up and pinning Mega Man to the ground. At first it bugged me that the Light family was about to retire Mega Man prematurely. Light himself knows Wily's out there and assumes he cannot make more robots without Light Lab's assets, and was surprised Wily did just that. I'm surprised he didn't entertain what I speculated last time, Wily using the powered up bots to set up Wily Castle 2 and such. And Wily did have the plans to the previous generation robot masters he worked with Light on, so getting copies shouldn't be hard. What made this naivete situation work was Quickman's arrival. I said earlier roughing up the Light family was part of the message. It's to show you're not safe in your home when it comes to Wily's ambitions. Wily's plan this time is actually clever. He uses his new robots to attack the city within a time limit unless Mega Man can stop them. He's accounted for the possible scenarios. What if the authorities get involved? They just cut down the time limit. What if Mega Man is destroyed? I think that one's pretty obvious. And what if Mega Man destroys them? For the last option, it looks like Wily's using Mega Man's copy system to his advantage. If Mega Man continues at this rate, it's not going to end well. Mega Man himself is going through an emotional roller coaster again, a major factor in the decision to retire Mega Man, I bet. In regards to the three robot masters, Ian Flynn once again did his research. Woodman, for example, is made from Japanese cypress and cares for nature and his animal robot subordinates. Quickman is confident in his abilities, but is impulsive, hence why he wants to attack Mega Man at the park. And Bubble Man? Yeah, it was a bit odd that he was defeated with Leaf Shield when his weakness is Metal Blades. The more I thought about it, the more it makes sense in two ways. As demonstrated, Leaf Shield is sharp, and sharp things pop bubbles. That and Mega Man doesn't have the Metal Blades. And two, from what I've read, Ian did this intentionally to show how lame Bubble Man is. The art for this issue, and the entire arc, is done by Ben Bates, a fan favorite artist who's done work on the Archie Sonic comics. And I have to say, he rivals Spaz here. At the very least, he doesn't unintentionally emphasize Mega Man's groin area the way Spaz does. The issue gets an 8, a good start with nice visuals and higher stakes. My main worry going forward is the pacing. This being a 4-issue arc written for a trade, I'm worried things will get rushed, given that there are 8 Robot Masters this time, plus the Wily Fortress. However, next time, we will see what will happen between Mega Man and Quickman, and how will our hero save the city despite a growing virus problem. Admit it, you were on auto side during the party, weren't you?